skit out in Addis, right? Well, you know this O.J. Simpson. From now on, you're gonna be known as K.A. Anderson. Better known as Kool-Aid Anderson. Wait out, you're on to something. You know, what can I say? There's plenty more where that came from. You know, O.J. Simpson runs through airports and cars. Well, from now on, you're gonna run through bus stations and rent airplanes. Let's go.
Hey, how are you? 4Ks, we love rain. And hey, Kane Moore, how you guys doing? Thank you for coming into the live today. Um, I hope you guys are doing well, staying safe. I'm pretty good. Still a little hot out, but I can endure. Somebody had somebody wanted to, they relayed in one of the comments on my video that they wanted to do a certain subject on a live. So I'm waiting for him to come in before we get started with that. Oh, great, Moore. Great. What should I call you, Kane or Moore? There you are, wild boy. Thank you for coming in. First time disruption? What is it? Disrupt Disruptions cunts. I know I'm not saying it right. But anyway, welcome. Thank you for coming. Yeah, speak to everyone. If you're a content creator, you can certainly go in and mingle with everyone. Just don't say just subscribe to you, subscribe back and all that stuff. Do it very discreetly, but you can use this channel to grow yours. um, Go ahead and click on that person channel and view it. Watch the whole video. You know the drill. Give them a like, make a comment. You can do that. Oh, I'm not saying it right. I didn't think I was, because that after disrupt, that I in between cons kind of messed me up as far as how it's pronounced. Do I do it like that or just forget that I? You can call me Kane, Ethan, Christopher. Luther, Lucius, Bartholomew. That let's just go for the whole thing, or more, whatever works for you. I'll just call you more. Thank you, thank you. That's funny. Uh, and we love rain. Um, is it okay if I call you Rain? I think I don't want to just every time I address you, I say 4Ks. We love rain. If I can call you either 4Ks or rain, that would be great. So, Wild Boy, because I know everybody call you Matt. Even I've heard people call you MATC, but I like calling you Wild Boy. But or a Wild Boy. Do you want to discuss? Let's say Christopher is my nickname. Okay, Christopher. Okay, Christopher. That's cool. What you say, Ethan is my middle name. Okay, okay. So let's do the Christopher. That's good. Let's do the Christopher. Oh, I get it. Deception. Yeah. Just it's a play on deception. Okay. Okay, I get it. But what you want to talk about that? What we talked about in the comments. You want to bring up? You want to talk about Tamar and that David guy? Not disruptions, disrupticons. Okay, okay. Disrupt. I can call you that because it's just. I try to shorten people's name, not out of disrespect, but when you start having no disformers. When you start having, new people come in and new people come in, um, it's just easier for me to remember. No, like I said, no disrespect, but I just, can't see myself just going through the full syllable things. Okay, so Wild Boy. Okay, that sounds. That's perfect. Austin, it is. That's perfect. Thank you for seeing where I'm coming from. Alive is not. Then you do that, Wild Boy. I'm gonna call him Austin. Uh, I'm gonna call him Austin because it's just easier. It's easier to remember without. I get tongue tied sometimes, Wild Boy. You know that about me. I get tied tongue, and I just it's easier to call him Austin. But Wild Boy, you had some really good points earlier. You made really great points about what's going on. Um, and usually I don't do stories like that unless there's something to be learned from it, unless there's like a life lesson, or unless I had mentioned that person before and something is just uh what do you call it? What's the word I want to use? Like confirmation to me. Hey, Machi, how you doing? Thank you for coming in. Thank you. Hi, how you doing? From the Philippines. How are you? You guys coming in here with these names? It is a beautiful name. If I could, not mess it up, I'll call you L. Okay, I'll call you L. So that takes care of that. Thank you for coming in. Okay, so Wild Boy, I did a video regarding Tamar Braxton and her boyfriend David. That he had filed went this morning, in fact, filed a restraining order with, from her, and it I don't see an update so far. Well, I haven't checked in the last hour. What happened with that. My only concern is the people that put it out. I'm kind of soft on TMZ. You know what I'm saying? But if that in fact is true, you say that's what your friends call you, L. Okay, okay, good, good. I'm good. I'll be in and out because I'm live as well. Oh, thank you. That is so nice of you to come in and support me. Thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate it. But like I was getting to, I would be more confident if someone else had brought it out, because TMZ just sometimes they're right, but sometimes they'll bring out news and nobody, they're right. They must have been right there at the courthouse. I guess they got their people out and about. Just when they see somebody, just like the paparazzi, they just, paparazzi, there's flashing pictures here and there and everywhere. But I think TMZ targets, I'm believing they have like some free agents that go out there and depend on who they are and what story, and maybe they just get paid by that way. I'm not sure, but I'm just not really confident with TMZ. So if it is true, they're saying that David put a restraining order, filed a restraining order on Tamar for domestic violence. Thank you. I appreciate it, Austin. I appreciate it so much. Hold on just a second. Hold on just a sec. Okay, thank you also, Christopher, for sharing me out. I'm in California, so it's been in the hundreds, and then today, I think it was in the 90s. Right now, I think it's a little cooler than that. I just didn't have to put my air on today, but yeah, I'm from the West Coast, California, uh, and we've had some uh, whew, some heat you wouldn't believe. Some areas it was like over 115. In my area, it was around that, So, oh, okay, you're from Midtown Manhattan, New York City. Oh, I'd like to go there to visit. Not right now, but I'd like to go there and visit. I was there at the airport for 45 minutes, waiting for my plane. So, oh, maybe it's a little bit longer. It's a few years ago, but I didn't have enough time to go do anything, and I didn't want to miss my flight, so I basically just stayed in the airport. Oh, Machi, you're from New York City too. Okay, okay, we got some Easterners here. All right. Marilyn, I got to say this to me. Tamar married Vince to advance her career. And that may very well be so, you know, because I remember that Vincent was Tony's manager, and Tony is the one that introduced her sister to Vince. And Tamar had been in some volatile relationships before. So I'm thinking Tony introduced her in order because Tony introduced them. I'm thinking Tony is thinking this is a good guy. Okay, this is a good guy. He manages my career. He's got money. I love my sister. I want her to have the best. Plus, he can do something with Tamar's career because Tony had always said that Tamar, and even I love Tony's voice, but she always said that Tamar had could sing her behind off, which she can. So I think that yeah, yeah. I'm not saying that that wasn't on her mind, and that's what I was telling you earlier that I like Tamar, but I think she might have issues of self esteem. Because remember when, before any of us saw David, the first things that she said about him that I remember, you guys correct me if I'm wrong. Oh, he's so fine. He this, and beauty is in the eye of the beholder because some of you guys say, well, that's not right. But in her eyes, maybe. But I think the reason why she looks at other things instead of the content of the people carrying character and looking at their heart, like whether they're kind, whether they're intelligent, whether they're giving, not just money, but giving, other characteristics that you look for or should look for in a partner. The first thing I remember her saying, he treats me good, he's polite, he loves his family, he just, whatever, strong, protective. She mentions, he's fine. That does not, the looks does not make a relationship, not a sound relationship. Machi says, me and Christopher, aka Kane, have been knowing each other since. Oh, okay, okay. Good. Oh, isn't that nice to have a good, solid friend that you've been knowing forever? So me and Kane is okay. That is so wonderful because it's hard, guys, to find a good friendship, a good relationship. It's hard. So when you can keep your childhood friends, I mean preschool, hold on to that tight, guys. I know you know that by now because people can be so wishy-washy. As long as you doing what they want you to do, oh, we cool, we cool. But soon as you have a difference opinion, whatever, you ready to throw them, to the wolves. No. Wild Boy says she had a little success when her momentum slowed. She didn't need Vincent anymore. I'm a think back because that I'ma tell you that does seem suspect. Wow, boy, it does seem suspect. However, not not forgetting about what you just said, Vincent was, I've heard him say some crazy things to her, verbally abusive. And if that's scripted, that's even worse. That you will allow yourself to take on the light that the world is looking at you, at least the views are looking at you, and for a piece of change, you're willing to let someone belittle you. See, that worries me more. Um, and then it came out, and it wasn't even. It was back and forth. Her her mom stated that Vince had hit her before, and so it's really hard to say whether that was something to get more ratings. But like I said, that worries me more. If you're willing to look a certain way, appear a certain way, and somebody take a shot at your character for some money. I mean, if that's the case, everybody up in that place is sick. Because when your a character is attacked, that you're this person or that person, and it's not true about you, oh, you got deeper flaws than what people can see. You got real problems then. Money is the 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 end all be all. I'll take verbal abuse, physical abuse, mental abuse, or even the allegations of that for some money. So that even don't look good on nobody's part. But yeah, it does seem, it does look kind of bad when before whatever he was doing, you was taking it, and then your career is advancing, and then now all of a sudden you not taking it. But see, that happens in marriage where people aren't in the public eye, where a couple, let's just look at this scenario where a couple is together and they're in this marriage, and she's at home, he's out there making the money. And I'm not saying this is them, but just look at the scenario. He starts talking to her any kind of way. He making the money, so it's his way. I'm paying all the bills, so I want you to do this and this. And she's not liking it then, but she feels that she's trapped and she don't have no place to go. And yes, she might have friends and family and everything, but you know she doesn't want to backtrack. She want to move forward. Well, maybe she decides, okay, I'm gonna get myself together because I'm dependent on him in every way, for the food I put in my mouth, for the roof over my head. Okay, I'm dependent. So she decides to get out there and get a job. So she's working on her job. She's building up. She's getting promotions, whatever. And he all alone is talking crazy. So she gets to the point where I don't have to take this. I got my own money now. I'm not dependent on you. Instead of us working together, I would have to stay this way, subservient, whatever the case is. I'll have to stay this way. No, not gonna do it. I make my own money. Adios. And that may or may not be the case. I'm just saying, I'm just saying that when a woman or man see that they can take care of themselves, then they're more apt to leave if it's any kind of abuse, mental, physical, verbally. Tamar is sneaky though. I'm sorry, well, boy, that just after all that what I said, you said Tamar is sneaky though. She could have been doing. She could have been doing to Vince what you said her husband is doing to her now. Is doing to her now. Do her dirt behind the scene to Vince for an easy exit. Makes her look like a saint. But you know, and you right. You right. But I never looked at her like a saint. But I'm just not believing everything that she says is a lie. I'm not saying, I'm not looking at her when, you know, Vince is saying all these things that she's doing and that she's this and that she's that. You know, she even his good friend, he got killed in a car accident. You know who I'm talking about, Wild Boy. I think it was last year, if I'm not mistaken. He got killed in a car accident. He was a songwriter. Oh, you know, he was one of Vince's good friends. And then him and Vince and their wives would go on vacation together. And I don't remember a time because they used to get into it in front of those two. Hey, Oliver Moore, how are you? Thank you for coming in. Sorry I didn't notice, but I was, to sometimes to get my point, I look away from the comments so I won't be distracted. But thank you so much. But anyway, they will get in fights in front of his and I can't remember his name, but his friend. Not one time did I see that they got on Tamar. In fact, when Vincent would keep on and keep on and keep on, his friend would get at him because, like, in other words, man, you're taking it too far. Okay, it starts out one way, and then Vince had, from what I've seen, oh, Oliver is your brother. Okay, well, welcome in, Oliver. Welcome. So that's what I'm saying, well, boy, it's like everybody's thinking, not everybody, because a lot of people, agree with me and a lot of people don't. But Vincent is the one that people think was a saint, like he's a sweet guy and this and that and the other. And I'm not thinking that way because Tamar could say one little thing and he would go off. I mean, embarrassing stuff. And she had been taking it. And one time he went off and she got up and she walked out because it was, it was taken too far. And I think that's what's happening or what happened. Well, boy, I think that she felt like she had to take it before, but now she was able to take care of herself. So I ain't taking that no more. And that do look kind of raggedy though. Wow, boy, it does. But sometimes you have to take things until you come to a point where uh, 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 I'm getting off from under this because I can do better or I can do better by myself. But I just think that in looking at Vince and looking at David, like I said, I think she has low self esteem that she thinks she can't do any better. And can't do any better. And what was David's agenda? Okay, maybe she saw she could have a better life and Vincent could help her career and this and that. Supposedly, David is a successful businessman. Hmm. How much more successful can you be? Because, with everything, I mean, whether it's good or bad, Tamar's life, we've seen a little bit of what we think, who she is, her personality and whatever. So it's all out there for the world to see. So David came in. Don't you tell me that he didn't know who Tamar Braxton was and had heard all the negative things and whatever. And then a lot of people said a lot of positive things. Oh, so you gonna go through that? You gonna go through that? You knew what you was getting into, but Tamar, her life was on display, and I don't think she's that good an actress to just the things that were shown about her but yet they're not true. I don't think she would do that, so all with all Tamar flaws, her character flaws, David saw that. He's, in my opinion, he stepped into that with an agenda. Hey, Chris and Ty, how are you? Hey, that's my brother and sis, you guys. Well, we're related, but not through blood. Hope you guys are staying safe. Hope you guys, are just beating this heat. I don't know. What's the temperature? Is it real hot out there? Because it sure is hot in California. We're getting a little cool down. It's in the 90s this week. It was in the hundreds last week. Oh, you're in Kansas, Austin. You in case, see, I had to write that down because I'm calling you Austin. I'm calling Kane Christopher. So, just to keep the confusion in my mind down, I wrote it down. I am good. It's not as hot, so I didn't have to turn the air on. But after I finish this live, I'm going to do my exercises. I'm back to exercising. What you say is a cold front coming to Dallas right now. Oh, I wish a cold front would come up in California because this heat is draining. Yes, everybody go and visit Chris and Ty Cox Slots. She just brought a new video out. I'm gonna be heading over there to watch it. Because yesterday I had a live and then I turned it into a silent live and it lasted over 4 hours, to allow me to the silent allow me to cook something. So I had done my exercise early. So I didn't with everything this I had to do, I didn't have time to exercise. So after live I'm gonna do my exercise. And each time I exercise I work on a different part of my body. So today I'm gonna work on my abs. And I won't be uploading all of them, but once or twice a month, I'll upload those videos so you guys can see my progress. But anyway, Chris and Ty, I am talking about the Tamar Braxton and the David. Um, I can't really, I can't, I don't want to tear his name up, but let me try with it because I just been calling him David. I just been calling him David just to avoid, I just do that because Sometimes I can phonetically sound out a person's name, and then sometimes it's like, okay, I don't wanna I don't wanna try that one. But let me try. Let me try his last name. David. Okay. David Adafiso, Adafiso, something like that. But anyway, I need to watch the exercise video. I was driving when the notification came through. Yeah, I uploaded the warm up, and then afterwards I did an aerobic type deal. But I wasn't. I mean, I was fumbling too much. It was my, first time, and I need like a routine. I just don't make up stuff. I had watched some experts and came up with certain things and trying to put it all together. So I still got it in my camera. So I'm gonna look at it again because it was just uh, um, aerobic type deal. And I ordered this step thing, and so on the same line routine, I'm gonna upload that. So anything that you can find that you can step up on that's sturdy, or you could order the actual fitness equipment. They said David is good enough. What you talking about, Rob? Explain that. Explain that. David is good enough. Stop. She can do better. You know, she don't need someone. Although you say you felt like she was, got with Vincent for the come up. I I I think Tamar should be by myself, by herself for a little while, just a little while. When you're with one guy didn't work out and issues come up, and then you come to this other guy and you guys are just all and so much in love with each other, and then there's rumors. I mean, and she did go to the hospital. You try to commit suicide, so the reports go, and then you're saying he he saved my life, and you know looking to him like he's a hero, and then you're gonna get engaged because you love him so much and he loves you, and then the next thing you hear is somebody's filing for a protective order. That's, to me, the situation. I'm not calling nobody crazy, but the situation is crazy because we all know. I don't care, and I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt that they know as well. Once that domestic violence come in, whoever initiated it, it's time to go. It's time to go, even if there's a false allegation of domestic violence. Oh, it's time to part ways because it's not going to get better. Well, boy, Marilyn, I'm not saying you have you don't have to say his last name. Oh, oh, I just wanted I no, I know. I just wanted to try to phonetically sound it out because I always avoid that. But everybody know I'm talking about David. But I just wanted to see because I always avoid his last name. Always. And I just wanted to see if I could phonetically sound it out because a lot of those names in Africa, especially, that have roots from Africa, a lot of times you can sound them names out. And even with you guys coming here, sometimes it's like, okay, I can't do this one. I try to sound it out, and it don't work all the time. But that's why I did that. I know I didn't have to say his last name, but I just, David is good enough. Yeah, I get it now, what you're saying. But yeah, I just wanted to do that for me because I avoid it. I've been, even in my video, I avoided it. I just said David, but I avoided it. And you want to be more specific on the videos, but as you can see, I never said his last name. And a lot of people that will bring that video out about the situation, they'll say his last name, but I just did it just for me, David. Yeah. But that still holds true what I said because it goes in line when you said David is good enough. At first, I was thinking is good enough for Tamar. David is good. That's all she deserves is David. That's the way I saw it. That's why a lot of times, when you're texting something, when you're commenting, you have to. It sometimes can take two meanings. I agree, sis. I believe he wants to leave her, but she gets violent and not wanting him to leave her. Tamar is a headstrong, and she degraded Vince. He was a good man in my eyes. She was jealous of him. I think, in looking back, Ty, with that one, I think she might have been jealous that the other artists that she had, that he had, that that she thought he was not paying her career. I truly think this. He was not paying her career the attention she thought she deserved. And I'm looking at it in hindsight that even when he was the manager of Lady Gaga, you know, he I think she wanted a lot more attention than what Vince gave her. So yeah, yeah. And now I'm not trying to say that she is all so innocent. No, I just feel like with Vincent and with David, they wanted to paint, they want to paint a far worse picture of Tamar than what's true. When he started to lose weight, but he almost died, so he got healthy. Her new man trying to turn her down. She should leave the situation. I agree. I really do agree with that, Ty. I really agree with that. And I remember, I think, didn't he? Uh, I'm not sure what was wrong when he was going through that routine of getting healthier. He got really, you know, oh, I believe he was closer to death than what was being said or shown. I just feel like they they just painting a picture and not showing their part in what's happening. Uh, that they're not taking responsibility on what they did for it to come to this, and this. That's what I'm saying. I don't believe she's just totally innocent. No, she got her flaws. But I think both of them played on that. The way she was with her before she even met Vincent or David, she, she had come from an abusive relationship. Even with looking at her Even if the show was scripted, just looking at her, you can look at a person and you can get an idea about this, about them. And if you have an agenda, oh, I can work her. Yeah, I can control her. And just to use this as an example and not to say it goes for anybody that we're talking about, but when a predator, a child predator can sense his victim, he can sense his victim. And I just think that's what David did. He saw her, he saw her flaws, he saw her weaknesses, he saw things about her he knew he could control or he thought he could. Hey Angie G, how you doing? Didn't see you. Hey. Thank you for coming. Yeah, he did. He did, Ty. He almost died. I was saying to myself, oh my gosh, this is more serious than I thought it was. He sure did. Users will eventually get used. Karma. Yeah, that's right. I agree with that, wild boy. At any capacity, if she tried to use Vincent for whatever, and then here come David. I don't know, wild boy, but you're right on that one. Ty said that's true. Yeah, but I'm telling you, even before all of this started, even with, you know, even before things got ugly, when David first came into her life, I'm telling you guys, I could be 100% off on this one. I could be 100% wrong, but I'm telling you what I felt. I didn't, I just, I couldn't put my finger on it, but I'm looking at him side eyed, like, be careful, Tamar. And even if it's one of your, because see, I know a very similar case that I was kind of hinting to, and I can't tell it all because, but I know something very similar where the guy was like David, and this little way is going, it just triggered like, oh my gosh, that's the same thing, not the same thing, but the very closely similar thing to what happened in someone real life to someone I knew. So before all this, where they were still in bliss, you know what I'm saying? Still happy, and all you saw was, oh, on Instagram, this and that, and only because certain YouTubers brought things out on Instagram, what Tamar was saying and what David was saying and what they were saying together, and I wasn't buying it. I wasn't buying it, guys. I looked at them and I said, huh, something ain't right. I think David saw her as a meal ticket, but she didn't make any moves. You might be right, T. Ty is T. You might be right, Ty. And I think that's a big part of it. I think that's a big part of it. And I just speculate because, like I said, I'm giving my opinions on things like we all speculating, and hopefully some of the things I hope are not true. But I just saw a part of it is him able to send more money back to Africa to his mama and daddy, or mama and whoever the family is. Vincent made moves for her. Yeah, he did. He did. See, and it put a lot of credibility on him when he was a manager. I mean, he was good, but when he started managing Lady Gaga, he was the manager to have. So doors were open because of his contacts and who, his resume looked good. You love them together? I like Tamar. I wish they would resolve their issue, but she messed up with his rep. I think they say Vincent, Vincent, got a girlfriend. Yeah, so I think he got a girl. He got a girlfriend. But in the beginning, I did too. I liked them together. But then when I heard some of the things that he said to her, and like I said, whether it's scripted or not, is it? I feel like you're not that good of an actor. You mean in some of those things. And if if Vince said those things because he's seeing her character flaws and he's seeing things in her that he doesn't like, then what I say is leave. But don't start verbally abusing someone. Like I said before, his mama said he has hit her. I don't know. I don't know. And everybody, even her sisters, was shocked to hear that. So I don't know. Tamar pulls the stuff she does because they let her. Her sisters too, they baby her. Oh yeah, yeah. All her life, I believe they did baby her. She was the baby girl. Um, they just, everybody did things to appease her. And then they got tired of it. They got tired of it. And then now they want to cut it off. Okay, that's not that's that's easier said than done. Because if I draw from experience, that happened to somebody I know. Before um this person had this other person, they were pregnant, and the baby lived for about 3 days, and the mother went into a depression, losing the baby. And then another baby was had, and then another. Well, no, I take that back. One person was about 5 years older than the baby who died. And then another baby was born. So it was a 10-year difference from the baby that was born to the next oldest. And so everybody coddled him and spoiled him. And I mean, I'm surprised he walked because everybody was picking him up. I'm surprised he learned how to walk. Everything he did was cute. Everything he said was funny. And he was a cute little baby, though. It was hard to resist. The siblings that was much older, when they dated, they took him here and there, was really spoiled this child. Showed him a lot of love, but as he grew up, he still thought everything he did was funny and everything, I mean, said it was funny and everything he did was right. And it wasn't. Even the far off things that was his thought process, people accepted it. Whereas if it wasn't for a part of their family, they would have told him, you must be out your mind. So I can look at Tamar and I said, this is a similar. And see, I pick stories, guys, that I feel that I can relate to. I can relate to Tamar. I've seen men like David. I've seen men like Vincent, the control freaks that use his money to get what he want. What you say, Ty? He was the producer of the real. Right, right, Ty. As soon as the allegations came out, Tamar was fired. I remember that. He was Tony's manager and more. Yes. And I always thought, what did he do? What really went on? Because we didn't hear all of it. I know we didn't hear all of it. I remember that time. He produced Remy Ma. That's right, for a short while. That's right. But Tamar stopped it due to bringing her issues into his business. And Remy said that, oh, really? See, I knew that he was her manager, and then it was close. Wasn't it the close time? Wasn't it close where he had been sick and he had taken time to kind of step back a little bit to see about his health? So I was thinking that that was the reason why he wasn't very much. He couldn't devote the attention that he needed to. He just couldn't do it. Ah, okay, Ty. Well, boy says mutual combat don't count. Okay. Her mom won't say what she does. Her mother and her, I mean, if not her mother, her siblings, they'll call her on some stuff. So if you didn't hear from the siblings, they didn't know. Yeah, because that was the whole thing. Her siblings stopped coddling her and said, and went on with let me tell you what Tamar did here, here, and here. They stopped doing that. What you say, Ty? Yes, ma'am. Oh, I know how you said it. Yes, ma'am. Wow. Tamar stopped Remy. Said it. Okay. Because I just know that it wasn't no time before he wasn't her manager anymore. Remy loved Vince's producing skills as management, but Tamar was the real issue. Okay. Yeah, because like I said, he had people before Lady Gaga, but I mean, Lady Gaga was name was out there, and at her, I think personally, you guys may not agree with me, but at Lady Gaga's the top of her career, she had Vincent as a manager. So I'm thinking Vincent had to have some good skills to pull Lady Gaga in, because she could have. She had other managers too, but she didn't have to choose him as a manager. So evidently, she had respect for his skills. So here comes Remy Ma, you know, and she needs somebody with those kind of skills to get her career up and going. Because you remember she had spent years in prison, and then even when she came home and she got that hit, she couldn't tour like the other people, like Fat Joe that she worked with and other people because of her, parole rules. Wow. Remy loved Vince. Okay. Wild Boy says Remy should have joined forces with Nikki. I think she knows that now. Nicki Minaj, you think? Well, boy, you talking about Nicki? That's the only Nicki I know that I can think of off the top of my head. I think you're right about that. I would have loved them together, but Riri was friends with Cardi B, and Cardi B and Nicki don't see eye to eye. At least they didn't. But you know what, guys? These are people in the entertainment world, and we see them because they are spotlighted. But these are issues that, you know, are not isolated to entertainment. I mean, anybody, like I said, this thing between David and Tamar, uh, I wish I don't want to tell too much because to this day, the one that was treated like Tamar, the guy who was David who's treating Tamar this way, or at least what it appears or what's in my mind. This is the same way in real life that I know the guy treated the woman so similar, and it was a lot of backstory that we didn't find out until court hearings in order to get the protective order in which I had to testify. I'm telling you guys, this is not this. Like I said, I pick stories that I can relate to this. This is a life lesson up in here. This happened in real life, and I had to go testify, guys. And the stuff that came out at the trial, he had done this to 7 or 8 women before. You know, saying that this person was suicidal. I mean, just so many similarities in this, making it look like, oh, she crazier than a loon. Until we knew the backstory of it. So, like I said, I ain't buying all this what David is doing and saying, acting like uh Tamar is just, out there. Well, if she out there, don't come back. Because if you come back, if you calling her crazy, you just as crazy. Remy said Nikki was right. Cardi and all those girls played Remy. Oh, okay. Okay. Wow. I'm still reading that Wild Boy. Cardi and all those girls played Remy. And Remy, that was Cardi was a girl. Oh, I look at enough. If I feel like it's something that, okay, human behavior, and the way people act when you do this, and because of my background, I just, human nature is interesting. And I don't I'm not I'm not saying, okay, I call myself like a no drama channel. But life can be drama. This is happening to Tamar, and then you look at what happened with Vince and her, what's happening with David and her, which could happen to a lot of people. I mean, life can be dramatic. You dislike her ways, a lot of people do. They do. They do. They do. I see so many comments. They just dragging Tamar, and they see certain behavior in her ways and they dislike it. And I'm not gonna tell them not to dislike her ways, because you can still, dislike somebody's ways, but don't mean that you hate that person. You know what I mean? That's true. But I don't know, guys. I just look at Tamar, and I'm not blind to what she does and her shenanigans and the things she said. I'm not blind to that. But it's something in Tamar that I have compassion for her and I empathize with her. And men that are used to picking women and a certain type of woman that they feel like they can control. I I I gotta say, I still tell Tamar, like she gonna really hear me. Watch your back, girlfriend. Watch your back. Because I truly, truly feel that David had an agenda, has an agenda. And it's more than what I think we see. Because if we just take it on the surface and see what's going on, a large portion of people will say Tamar and shake their head. And we still might see some things on Tamar and shake our head. But I think just like this case I was telling you guys about, let me without calling a name, the way he was doing this person, let me tell you what it was all brought out. Let me tell you what the agenda was. That I had to go to court. I was subpoenaed to go to court. The agenda of this man was to trick out this person, to trick her out. And he would dangle stuff over her head so she would agree to it. Did I say trick her out? Pimp her out. I meant pimp her out. If you don't do this, all I got to do is call the police and say you did this, this, and this. I'm telling you guys, I can't say a lot. And this may not, be David's agenda, to pick her out. But in a way, yeah, because she can sing. So he can pimp her out in career wise. But I'm telling you, I may be off, but that's what I'm feeling. I didn't like it as a pro black man that black women didn't see what the industry was doing to a black woman because she wouldn't bow to them. Nikki wasn't having it. I always liked Nikki. She wasn't having it. And yeah, it's so much disrespect uh, when it comes to that field on the woman's side because women come here and there, but we all agree that predominantly it's a male industry. And I think Nikki saw a lot of things that people before her and after her didn't sense. But you say Nikki wasn't having it. Ty said, I'm about to prepare dinner for my friend. Oh, not for a friend. About to prepare dinner, my friend. I agree with you. Please keep us informed. Of course, he had an agenda, but it didn't turn out the way he wanted it. Have a good evening. Oh, well, thank you for coming in, Ty. Thank you so much for supporting me. Yeah, I just, it didn't turn out the way he planned. So if you're still here, just type real quick what you're fixing for dinner because I haven't prepared my mind what I'm fixing. Um, Thank you so much for uh being you. You and Chris Ty, you've always supported me, and even though we have some differences in opinion in this subject, you guys come with and you too, Wild Boy, you come with respect and you say your piece, and you say it in a way that I look at it and say, oh, okay, yeah, I can see that, and so you can put it in a way that it can be received to people that even think a particular way. So yeah, I think I will put on an upload if it's just if it's repeating more of what we know, which is very little, because most of this is just speculating, and on my part, it's just like I said, it's a gut feeling that I have about him. And that's my feeling and it's my opinion. And I respect you guys' feeling because, you guys make great points. They were planning people to attack Nikki. $250,000 to whoever would do it. Wow. Oh, 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 oh. Right. Hey, glad to see you back. Glad to see you back, Christopher. Oh my goodness, wild boy. Well, you got the scoop because I did not know that. But you know what? As I'm reading, you know how some people say, well, I believe it because that's how vicious that world is, pulling people down that you don't want up there so you or whoever you have in mind can get on top, like crabs in a barrel. Yeah. So I can look at that statement and it doesn't surprise me. I mean, at first my reaction is that it's like, girl, stop playing. You know how that world, you know how that world operate. You know how they operate. Oh, let's see. Did you hear how me and Machi met? No, I didn't. Tell me, tell me, tell me. I know it was preschool. But you said you was knowing him since knowing him since preschool, and that in itself is interesting. Like, wow, I found it on YouTube. You can find it seriously. You found what on YouTube? Hold on, guys. Hold on, just a second, guys. Right. Yeah. I can believe that. You can bring certain things to people attention, and like I say, you say, oh, but that's very believable. What we hear about certain things in that industry. And for that to happen, it's like maybe it did, maybe it didn't. But it's like I'm not gonna say no, it didn't. It didn't happen. But because I believe it could happen. I believe it could be happening. Okay, Machi said me and Kane have been knowing each other since preschool, and he was getting bullied, and said, "Hey, are you okay?" My name is Machi, and Kane said, "My name is Kane," and we became friends. Oh, that's a beautiful story. Like I said, keep hold to that friend, childhood friends. You have somebody's back, they have yours. That is cool, wild boy. Yeah. So I just think that Nikki's been in business, and so I think her eyes is and was open. Um, so Remy Ma said they offered it to. Oh my goodness! And it's not like I know Remy Ma, as a person, but from what I gather about her is she not about that. She got a career that she's very talented. She got a career. She got a husband that loves her. Uh, got a baby, and I heard she was pregnant again. And so I just off the top of my head, I would say she gonna use her energy, resources, and everything to heighten her career, not to tear somebody else's down. That's the way I look at it. Yeah, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Nikki is good. She's still dropping hits. Did she have her baby yet, wild boy? Because she showed her. I think it was Instagram, and I just saw it through somebody's YouTube channel because I don't go on Instagram very seldom. Uh, that she had a big old belly. She looked like she about to drop. So I was just wondering if she had her baby. Yeah, I, I I've always liked her. I mean, not that I'm really into the rap and stuff. Um, but I keep up. If I see an article or something about certain people, not everybody, because a lot of them rappers, I don't have a clue who they are. I couldn't name a song. So I kind of, would pay attention when I see an article maybe about Nicki and Remy Ma, even with Cardi B. I would kind of read it and just stay on top of it. And being a content creator it is some things that you want to stay on top of because some of the people that I support and go to their channel, they talk about different things. you know. And so if I come into their live or they do a video, I kind of could put something in the comment to show, okay, I kind of know what you're talking about, you know. So that's why I keep up with it. Uh, so I can have some information when I see somebody I support doing it. I like her rap skills. Her fan base is crazy. Who, Nikki? Because my son-in-law was telling me about Nikki because he said she's able to do this. He named off some stuff. I said, okay. And I can't remember most of the things she said. He was just racking up her accolades. She could do this, she could do this, And I said, oh, I didn't know it was like that. And it was part of her rapping skills. And okay, I'm trying to think of, oh, it's something that the rappers do. I want to say beat bopping, something like that. You know what I'm talking about, one boy. You keep up with that. Her fan base is crazy. Oh yeah, oh yeah. I seen that when looking through the articles, and then after the articles, even on Google, they have her on Google, and it's not necessarily on YouTube, and they have a comment section. You can read from her comments. The people that comment. Yeah, she got a huge uh fan base. And me and Rocky went to high school together as well. Okay. Well, I figured that, since you said you met in preschool and you guys live in close proximity. She get a lot of hate because of her fan base, the Barb's. I can imagine. Um, but even in reading some of that, I take it into consideration. Then somebody was saying, if you don't get all this hate, you're doing it wrong. So it's always going to be people who knock whatever you say or do, whatever it is. Wow, boy, do you know that I had to delete because the new people, they don't just get to comment on my videos. The new people, their comments are automatically held by me. And then I screen them. So I started doing that because of trolls. And it works. It takes more time, but it works. Um, I got trolls who came in, or people that was telling me. One girl came in on the last video. One girl came in and said, "Stop it." At first she said, "I don't agree with the woman who's talking." Oh, don't even acknowledge this is my channel, okay? And then she wrote in capital letters to let me know that she was shouting at me, "Stop it. This, and this." I forget what she said. She was ignorant. And so I told her, I said, "You stop it. And besides, this is my channel. My opinion is my opinion. Whatever I say is my opinion. Whether I'm right or wrong is my opinion. So the next time you come in, call yourself chastising me, I'ma block you. Got it?" So she deleted her comments because she had another one come in like part two. So in this little small platform I have, and I get the haters and other content creators, you know the big ones, the small ones, all the hate they get. Oh, I can imagine all the hate or I can't imagine all the hate Nikki get. It's probably ridiculous to the point that she probably shouldn't read a lot of it. You know what I mean? Let your assistant screen, and she probably do. I'm saying this, but she probably do it already. But let your assistant go through all that and pick out the ones that somebody you really trust, of course, and pick out the ones that they feel are relevant for her to read. It's not good to have all that bad energy, negative energy. You get bombarded on social media. It's just not healthy. He said, "Oh, okay, yeah." So let me just say this, and let me just put it out there, Wild Boy. Uh, and you know I'm certainly not talking about you. But let me just make a general statement. There are times that on my live I will open it up and I will tell people, I will ask people, what's your latest video? Put the link down. And I will allow, yeah. No, this was the video. I mean, this was a video. And on a video, I would have to, I don't, you don't have mods on your videos. You have to delete it. You just have use the mods for your lives. Yeah. But let me just say this. There's times that I will allow people to uh like advertise their channel or latest victim video. What you got going on. Put the link up. You know, you can promote your channel. I'll allow you, but I have to allow you to promote your channel. So this latest little thing, um today, guys, I'm not allowing anyone to promote their channel. And that's what I saw that was going on. There may be time I say, okay, everybody go and watch that video. It's pretty cool. If you like them, go and subscribe. And I say go into people's channel, each other's channel, and subscribe. You can come in and you can do that, of course. But to come in to try to sneak in and promote your channel on a sly, wait until that time come. I'll let everybody know when that time is. So guys, if it don't apply, let it fly. But if it fit, I'm talking to you. Okay. I just had to get that out of the way because sometimes people think you're stupid and they think that they pulling one on you and they come to your channel to try to self promote. And sometimes I will allow it. But don't do it in a way that you think that me, the host, is stupid. Don't make that assumption. Okay? Okay. Thank you, Wild Boy. I had to get that out, you know, because I'm sure you caught it, but it was some people that came in just to self promote. They could care less what we were talking about. So I am going to end this live. As always, I appreciate you, Wild Boy. You come in, and we don't have to agree on everything, but I can see your point on things. And I said, And I can see how you come to your decisions if you disagree with me. Oh, I can see why he said what he's saying. I love it when you do that. I love it when you for real. You are so genuine, wow boy. Exactly. But that's what was happening in my channel. Okay. That's what was happening. And that's why I said, wait a minute. I put it on mute, and then I did a quick, you know, view of some things. Uh-huh. I see what was going on. Hey, Gia. She said, I'm late again. I'm late again. No, you are always on time. You have to, I appreciate whatever time you come in. I really do. Uh, it's funny because after my live yesterday, I don't know. I just left it as a silent live so I can cook at the same time. Because I had did a silent live before. I said, I ain't doing that no more. But it was still people that wanted to kind of say some things. So I put it on silent. I muted my microphone so therefore I can cook and stir around, and then go back and answer. So it's like I turned it to a silent life, and it really turned out to be very productive, as far as watch time. Exactly, wild boy. It's like, okay, I feel this way, and I feel you on that. I feel you on that. You know, I have my opinion, you have your opinion. But when I say something, just like Ty, she the same way. She'll state what she believe, but then if it's something, oh, okay. And so it's like, we can see how why the other person, if they go on and they kind of explain like this happened and this, and you can say, oh, I see why they feel that way. But see, I don't see it that way because I'm taking under consideration this, and this. But see, I like, and see, that's why I see you as a monitor, as a mod, I mean, and you have a lot of good, a lot of good points. And I don't know if you was I don't know if you was in the live the other day, and I started to go on that live, but then I saw somebody else in there. I said, "Oh, I'll stay in the bushes because I ain't even in the mood, so I'll stay in the bushes because we can be adamant about how we feel, and I know that sometimes in my voice, I don't want people to uh confuse passion with with I'm angry, because when we talk about stuff, we're just having conversations. uh I'm not going to, I have passion about something and I enjoy talking about it, but it ain't worth me getting angry about, because it don't affect my life in one way. It's just certain behavior I see, and there's patterns, and I speak on it. So I can't I can't at least I said I was going to stop, and I want to hold to that. Just be somewhere where somebody is just angry, and they make it a point to throw people under the bus while they're angry. So sometimes I'll come in and comment. I see who's in the chat. Beautiful lady. I love, you know, how she gives out information. I love her channel. But see, I'm not letting, and sometimes if it's like real negative, if that person come in, which I've only seen them in there once or twice, maybe been in there more, And you know who I'm talking about. Sometimes I'll just run it just to support her, and I'm off doing certain things, and sometimes I don't even hear her speaking. So thanks, Meryl. Oh, you're welcome. Just state facts, wild boy. Just state facts. Oh, that was funny. That DOD video. He cracked me up. I said, I put a comment. I said, DOD. I heard that Hooters had good chicken wings, and he commented back, "Oh, I wouldn't know about that, LOL." Okay, okay. Nothing wrong with going in Hooters to get you some wings. They got some, I don't go now because of what's going on, but they got some good wings. I don't care what people think. Oh, there's Maryland sitting up there in Hooters. I don't care. I ain't looking at it. I don't care. I don't care. I'm in here for me some wings. I got a hot Jones for some chicken wings. So yeah, I thought that was, he cracked me up. But not a hot Jones. I'm so silly. It's called I got a love Jones. Okay, let me say the saying right. But I was thinking a hot mess and a love Jones, so it got hot Jones. But I'm again. Thank you guys. Thank you, Gia. I don't care when you came in. I want you to come in so you could contribute. But if you came in just now, I just appreciate it. Let me just say that, if you come in late, just at least time it so you can, do 15 minutes. And if I'm about to end, say, hold on, Marilyn, my 15 minutes is not over. But thank you guys so much. I love having conversations with you guys. I really value your opinion, Wild Boy, on things that you've written and comment. I really do, because you're coming from a place, you're an intelligent guy, and you may have passion in things, but the foundation of it is not anger. See, sometimes people have such anger in their spirit that they can't hear anything else. If you don't agree with me, something wrong with you, And so, I stay out of those situations. I got, you know, I can't do that. Oh, you're welcome, Gia. Thank you for coming in. I want to hear more of your opinions. So, yeah, we were basically talking about, you know, um, Tamar Braxton and David. See, I can't remember his name again, Wild Boy. I be, avoiding that last name unless I'm actually looking at the words. But we were talking about that earlier. So, anyways, what about the third time? I'm going to end this. You guys have a great night. Stay safe. Be blessed. And I'll see you guys next time. Adios, everybody. Other words, good night. What you say? Hold on, Marilyn. I need my 15 minutes. Let's see. Okay, let's see. Let's see. Okay, hold on. I want to see because I know I see when you came in. You came in as 5:34. Okay, we got 2 more minutes. Let me see when you're first because I got a timestamp. You funny. Oh, okay. We good. We good. Thank you. See you guys later. Good night. Okay, let me see what that. I don't want to see what this last comment is. She is laughing. Thank you. Good night, all. Hold on, okay, I got it. Okay. Love your sense of humor, Gia. Good night.